Okay, Google.
This is the year to visit Ireland. The train ancestral roots to the seaside cottage of your great-great-grandfather, old Tom Flanagan. Or you could head to Boston for the weekend to visit your mom, middle-aged Tom Flanagan, and discover legendary sand dunes while cheering with the locals. Yep, you can do it all, because you saved up to 16% on your hotel with Hotwire. Let's face it, Ireland's really far away. Tom Flanagan, dead. Hotwire!
Oh my God, look at that. He's blowing out the weapon. Fuck, what is that? Did you see him eject that weapon? Whatever that is? He blew it out this cannon. Alright, let's do that. Let's stop it. That is weird. You gotta do that. That is weird. You don't blow another thing. That's what they do in the book. It should be fun and witness. They have audio to match this terrible video. It's so crazy. You see what's on happening here? You can barely see it. Go to the archives, watch it during the video. Oh, March. I don't know what okay, sorry. birth is what? Second year. It's if they would only always face in the same place, you see much more than they just got a little bit. Chicken, this kind of stuff. It's a Highlander. What's this? Right now, it's something. No. We have fake ones there. All flowers. What's this? Perfect. Things are back. Things are there. Still has become straight down. It's the south. It's like railroad changing. It's always catching me. It seems like a portal open up. And it's, I don't know what this thing is up here. I can make this lighter. Essential to share. Where is it? There's somewhere. I'll come around and see. Always try to see somebody. Oh, it might be him. It's where I like I don't want to do that. I see a few things on the bed. You see to look up. And then you also can zoom down. What I do? Yeah, he's going to zoom. He zooms. Some of the rivers some big square boys are from so I don't know this but I see something. It is a pretty weird church, the road, and the bells. It's sort of manipulating like a classes. They're like touching and touching. I think they're really materializing. There's a big raccoon in there. It's like they think this is what I want to know. Oh, yeah. That's a different kind of game. This is Becky's story. skipping out. Or 3 and 4. Yeah. What's happening there now? Let's people, let's it doesn't help before. Because we're he's walking around outside on the truck. What is that thing? What is that little mark? Look at these things in the audio. It's so blind. I have no idea what these things are. This guy likes to settle off. You don't move the camera, but I was in the there's something like that. There's something back over in the sky or something. Doing some sort of there's a clothes. like things for play. Like, it's not a good time. It's just a good view, but I like that. You see Broadway and 7,000 doing the super festival. No! I don't know why not. I don't think anyone wants to keep playing this stuff. Even the highway is not like the kind of stuff. Under the bridge monster. Did I take this one? There. Oh, yeah, that's on the one. What's the people that spinning like them? Oh, I don't know. Then you can offer you. This is without it. No, what's this? Alright, Newtown, this is alright, but I'm going to we got these macchiatos, cigars, look at these two big guys. Just gobble this one. So I found these some yeah. This guy is like definitely. You see that guy on the camera here? It looks like he's like, I don't know, doing something. What is that? I don't see anything. What is going on over here? This is like on the top of the road. I don't know. I can't make it out. Maybe I should do something about the separation. Right here. Maybe you want to separate. Contact. Here. Less here, maybe. Alright. Alright. I don't know. Okay, calendar. Outside. So I'll be with you. I look at these guys are sleeping Oh, I don't have to go through the water again. I need to go through the water. It's not. Is it a picture? Oh, no, it's not that. I don't know. Let's go where it looks like machines here, machines here. What is this? A sled? A crab? A crustacean? Don't know. This is happening like this. Like all the time. But let's zoom. This is why I discovered that other thing. Now we're going to make it lighter. We're going to light it up. And we're going to see some crazy stuff here. So good camera. We're going to zoom it in more and we're going to make it lighter. Look at that. We do that. Now look at the things in the building. Look at everything. Like a lot of easy things. And then you want to do everything in such secure and stuff. And then we're going to just give it a little more, soft. Look, look at all this stuff. Oh, if I go up a little bit, grab a little, grab down the side, then it's my next. That's not a big example. I mean, look how many little cars look next to some of these ones, right? This is too long. Now that we're doing, now that I've got this training, I'm taking it next month. And there's a statue in there that looks like all these lines up there. It's just huge. I have a ticket. Dancing, playing, it's just like exercise. Big road. Big signs. But I think generally when it's later on, sometimes they just gather and do this conversation. But the issue is weird. I can't do it anymore. So let's see what I see. What's that over there? You can see some of these fire and all that. This is wrong. This wrong player. This is so bad. What the fuck is that? It's going on there. Look at these guys, like the monster, you know, these little things. And then you gotta see like us next to these things. Look, it's so low. Even my cars are there. Look, even my buses are there. I don't know if you got a good view. This is so it's so pretty. It's the best view in the world spot. So I really like it. It's the best percent several. Give me a normal size. Alright, so I'm gonna do Where's my towel? No. Stop. You gotta just stop. Stop. Alright. You gotta show me what I just did. Keep it around. Stop it. Okay. No.
Concentrate on the large black shapes that I try to highlight this page kind of stretch. Really close. Unlucky for some, 1307. Me and me, 93, 31. You could just put this in one's head. 39, 32, 20, 90. One more time. 79, 66. See these shit like you're dropping up and down the hallways. Settle, allow, close.
third, Houston, third, two, third, okay, Google.
This is the year to visit Ireland. The tree shrub festival roots to the seaside cottage of your great-great-grandfather, Owen Tom Flanagan. Or you could head to Boston for the weekend to visit your brother, middle-aged Tommy Flanagan, and discover legendary sand dunes while cheering with the locals. Yep, you can do it all, because you saved up to 60% on your hotel with Hotwire. Let's face it, Ireland's really far away. Tom Flanagan. Yeah. Hotwire. 39, 32, 20, 19. One more time. 79, equally click. 66. 39, 32, 20, 19. One more time. 79, equally click. 66. 72, 41, 67. 9. Unlucky for some. 1307. Me and me. 23, 31, 60, 46. Mind varieties. 57, 42, 17, 20, 73, 83. Good. Then 10, 65. Ladies and gentlemen, we're now playing DT Sky. Duck and dive. 25, 40, 36, 2, 43. All the sevens. 70, 76.
It's been 6 months since Deborah Keys suddenly vanished from her apartment in the small desert town of Benson, Arizona. Here to be closer to her beloved daughter, Taylor. When your mother was missing, what did you think then?
Honestly, I thought she got involved with wrong people. I thought she was in hiding from some person that had been on to her.
Last time you spoke to her, she was clean, sober.
Yeah, and she was telling me that she was leaving Benson. So I assumed that she left.
Yes, she lived on the second floor. And somebody had climbed up the balcony and came in. She didn't ever tell me that she knew who it was or could identify the person or anything, but she did text me pictures of her at the and at that time I told her you need to go to the police. And I could not convince her to go.
And you saw those pictures, what did you think?
My poor baby. I just wasn't there to protect her.
Now, the back alleys of Vincent, tweakers, and junkies are saying that Deborah may have run afoul of drug dealers.
That suggested that perhaps you and she heard that these persons may have taken her and traded some form of service to include sex from there in exchange for monies she may have owed for drugs that were funded to her.
Rumor has it, the drug cartel abducted her. In fact, before she went missing, Deborah told her friend, Nikki Donahue, a very disturbing story. What did you tell her? She called me frantic. She was scared out of her mind.
Yeah, I didn't know it.
She wanted to leave town. She said she
What if I'm trying to hurt me?
Deborah tells Nikki that as she walked out of her apartment, she was accosted and thrown into a car with a female drug dealer. He held a gun to her head. Why did that happen? Because she had money to drug dealers. Too scared. They're going to sell her. They're going to sell her. Sell her for sex and stuff. So how did you leave? How did you get out of there? She said, I think you know it. Never paid back her debt. That for me. And told me to get out of town. Nikki wonders if these are the people Deborah's running from. And could it mean that she might still be alive, trapped as a sex slave in Mexico? Or has she already been executed somewhere south of the border? A search for decapitated bodies, island or anything to do with murders or cartel. I'm scared. Because I didn't understand who she was hanging out with. Wondering members of a is a giant long shot. Still, Williams drills down on the theory, looking for any leads of cartel activity in the area around the time Deborah went missing. Finds nothing.
I just had nothing to support that.
Given that there's threat that she crossed the border recently, it was pretty clear pretty quickly that there was nothing to any of those rumors.
Weeks pass, and it appears the investigation has again been dead. Then, suddenly, 6 months since Deborah was reported missing, there's an unexpected break in the case. Some patrol officer pulls over a truck driver.
Simply had consumed the blood that night.
She was stopped.
The intoxicated woman stumbles over the officer's questions. And then, out of the blue, says something odd.
She related some information that suggested she may have seen a deceased person.
The woman tells police that several months earlier in September, friend had asked her to meet him on the outskirts of town, playing, yet something to show her. She's shocked by what she sees and smells. The bottom of an abandoned city. Completely overcome. The young woman's losing ramblings. There's something about the story that spurs him into action.
Detective Williams called me on the phone and said to meet him at the park because we had received information that there was a body in a sewer.
Investigators drive to the location the drunk driver described, a deserted and desolate area of Vincent. There, they find 3 manholes.
We looked inside those manholes until we came to the third one.
And when they open the cover, they can't believe their eyes.
Once the top was removed, it appeared to be a body with an arm kind of upwards by where the face would be.
This was a stagnant cesspool of filth. And on top of that, you have to remember that there's roaches, large roaches. But the worst place you can hide it.
But no one can tell who or what is lying in the darkness at the bottom of the pit.
At that time, I covered my head with my hood and I went down to try to determine for sure if it was human. And at the bottom, I did see what looked to be a human skull, but there's a skull. Is
Tuesday, Friday night, this is the Chinese
my husband's cheek.
but this is that nothing.
What are you doing?
This includes this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. This was the intent of investigation discovery. Only person has corpse skin, clinically proven to minimize blood sugar spikes, so you stay. Now Chili's. Choose your 3 favorite apps or a classic triple dip. Chili's. Fresh. Saturday now.
Imagine for a moment that you could see through anything. Would you use your powers for good? Or for something else? We can't all have X-ray vision. That's why we're so transparent about what goes into our products. And what doesn't. Honest ingredients, honest results. The Honest Company. Start your free trial now at honest.com.
Like my friend, I had a flea and tick problem until I found out about Perfecto. Now, one tasty chew protects me from fleas and ticks for up to 12 weeks. Over the course of a year, that's a lot fewer doses and less worry.
Perfecto is for dogs 6 months of age or older. Perfecto may cause vomiting.
No other chew works better for longer. Perfecto, it changed my life. Hi, welcome inside the HelloFresh kitchen. We're the meal kit delivery service that makes cooking easy. Every week we create the most delicious step-by-step recipes, source the freshest ingredients in just the right quantities, and deliver them in an insulated box so you can cook healthy meals from scratch in around 30 minutes. Whether you're a beginner in the kitchen or already a master chef who's just short on time, to get $20 off your first box, go to HelloFresh.com and use promo code TV.
How much protein does your dog food have? 18%? 20%? Introducing nutrient-dense Purina One True Instinct with real salmon and tuna and 30% protein. Support your active dog's full body health with Purina One.
No cash, bad credit, no problem. There's a whole new way to shop at FlexShopper.com. There is no money down, and bad credit is not a problem. You pay as you go.
You pay a weekly amount you know you can afford. They have brand name electronics, furniture, and appliances. Pretty much everything you need.
I got a flat screen TV for $7 a week.
We got the kids an Xbox One, and we pay $15 a week.
I only pay $12 a week for my tablet.
I didn't have money for a new fridge, but $25 $22 a week, I can afford. With FlexShopper.com, there is no long-term obligation, and if you lease for a year, it's yours to keep.
Go to FlexShopper.com today and apply for an instant spend limit from $200 to $2,500. Then start shopping. There are thousands of brand new products to choose from. As a special TV offer will become free payment for you when you use the promo code on your screen.
You get the brand new products you want, there's no money down, and bad credit is not a problem. It's not so light.
Go to FlexShopper.com today.
The Academy is back on TLC.
Yes.
It's all relative. Here's Wednesday at 9.
Families searching for answers from helpless escalade, struggling to understand why. The hard part was saying, "Hi, I'm Tamron Hall, and crime is personal to me. I ask the tough questions, coming out the day to explore the truth behind these emotional stories. Deadline Crime is my call to action."
Deadline Crime with Tamron Hall. All new next Sunday at 10. Only on the Presentation Discovery.
In February 2011, Vincent, Arizona police were questioning a driver arrested for a DUI. She shocks them with a grim and curious story. When investigators follow up on her tale of a body in a manhole, they make a grisly discovery.
When I lived in that manhole, it was a horrific sight. I noticed what appeared to be the right bone of a human being. And you could also tell that there was perhaps a skull down in there too.
After intense interrogation, the drunk driver reveals the name of the friend who showed her the corpse. It was Deborah Keys' ex-boyfriend, Jared Marcy. Then she unleashes another shocker. The body, she's pretty sure, is Deborah's. A warrant is immediately put out for Jared's arrest. It isn't long before he's apprehended and being interviewed by Detectives Williams and Ingram.
He initially acted as though he knew nothing about this murder and that this was a big misunderstanding and a big mistake. But it didn't take long until he began to show some emotion. And it appeared that he actually had a heart. And he started crying. And that's when he began to relate me the details of this murder.
In the last few weeks of her life, Deborah appears to have gotten mixed up with some shadowy strangers who beat and threatened to prostitute her. But her death came from her inner circle. According to Jared, though he and Deborah had broken up in August of 2010, they remained close friends. Deborah even asked Jared on several occasions to make cash withdrawals using her ATM card.
There were times it seemed that she didn't want to leave her apartment. And so Jared had been given the debit card with permission to get a small amount of money. Yeah, and go give me $40.
But when Deborah visits her bank several days before her murder, she gets a nasty surprise.
She had gone and attempted to withdraw money, and there was no money for the withdrawal. There was only, I think, around $3 left in her account.
It became apparent pretty quickly that there had been some rather large withdrawals from her bank account. Jared was, in fact, stealing from her. He basically wiped her bank account.
When she discovers the theft, Deborah confronts Jared. Threatens to call the police. Straight to the police. Her money isn't returned.
It was the mistake that cost her life.
When Jared tells Sevington about Deborah's threat, the ex-con goes ballistic and soon convinces Jared that they need to get rid of her. Their sinister plan is put into action the night of September 7th, 2010. Jared picks up Deborah at her apartment. He told her that they're going to go get her money back. She has no idea someone else is in the car.
It's around midnight and it's dark. And she doesn't know that Robert Sappington is seated behind her. Robbie Sappington reveals himself and begins choking her with what's been described as a jump rope. Deborah is struggling heavily.
According to Jared, Deborah was grabbing at her throat. And she looked over at him. She was tears in her eyes, and she looked over at him for help. Jared did not. He lost her face.
Then they drag Deborah from the car.
Running began moving Deborah in the face. At that point, according to Jared, Robbie took a knife that he had in his possession and he cut Deborah's throat.
And they removed the cover from the manhole and threw her inside. Although always believed that she was still alive when she went down. It's just a nightmare what the last few moments were like. Struggling for breath, down in the sewer as she's bleeding profusely.
They then closed the manhole cover over the top of her.
Detectives Williams and Ingram are horrified by Jared's story. Jared seems overcome by what he and his roommate have done.
The reality for Jared was that without him, Deborah was still alive. He couldn't blame everything on Robbie Sappington. He was the one who stole the money. He was the one who she trusted. And he's the one that violated her trust.
While Jared's left to contemplate his crime, Sappington is arrested.
Robert Sappington is an extremely arrogant person. He's smarter than anybody I know, and that's why I'm feels to me.
If there's evil, I believe that he is evil.
To rattle the ex-con, Detective Williams tells the arresting officer to bring Sappington in through the back of the station.
We have a holding cell that is right across the hallway from interrogation that has a window in it. When I was finished with Jared, I placed him in that cell, and then we went to get Robert Sappington.
Sappington's led in.
I called Jared to the cell door window. My intent there was to have Robert see Jared. I wanted him to know that I knew something. I wanted him to know that I knew what he did. No, I He began the interrogation by not even claiming to have known who Jared Keys was. I didn't know this person.
But over the next hour, his tough guy facade fades. Until finally, Sappington surprises Detective Williams by saying he'll tell him everything on one condition.
We're going to figure it out.
After his smoke, Sappington repeats Jared's story almost to a T, with one crucial difference. He claims it was Jared who slit Deborah's throat. That afternoon, dental records confirm remains in the sewer are Deborah's. Both Robert Sappington and Jared Larson are charged with her murder. Facing the death penalty, they both plead guilty to first-degree murder and are both sentenced to life in prison. The case has touched Detective Williams and everyone in the Benson Police Department deeply.
She loved her daughter very much. So loved her mother. And she wanted her to be back with her.
I miss making memories with her. I miss calling her. I wish I could tell her I love her even though she always knew that. I wish I could turn back time. I wish I could save her.
You wanted to name Deborah Summer Sunshine?
So he was born for first day of summer, and it was a beautiful sunshiny day. And I just thought it was a beautiful rain. And still calling my sunshine.
If you could speak to her now, what would you say to her?
I would just tell her how much I loved her and that I hope I'm making her proud. I'm going to be the daughter that she always wanted.
According to friends and family, Deborah Keys was a wonderful but flawed young woman. Despite her daunting challenges, Deborah kept trying to get her life back on the right track. I look at her heinous murder as a heartbreaking and cautionary tale.
George fell prey to the skin issues most now common sex and
Place on comic book stores, but not that night.
He said he can't go through. Somebody was killed.
She was a young wife and mother, minding the store for her husband. Was it robbery, revenge, or something else? Mike only looked at his relationship with his older years passed without an arrest, but for one determined prosecutor, this whole case was personal.
that was the case that was unsolved.
Tonight, a whole new chapter that says seizure murder, the close and lovers trying catch. It's a mystery with so many and snap turns. It took 2 trials
We waited 18 years for justice, only to have Harvey pulled out
to uncover the truth.
And the verdict?
But was it the truth?
and it's all the verdict. The person who's definitely but that was how they got murdered.
Hello and welcome to Dateline on ID. I'm Lester Holt. Comic fans in Clinton Township, Michigan love the friendly woman behind the counter at the local comic book store. But Barbara George's story quickly turned from fantasy to true crime when she was found dead in the back of her shop. It's a tale filled with twists and turns. Police searching for a bearded lady and a man in a fisherman's cap. Was one of them the real villain, or could the killer be found closer to home? It would take not one but 2 murder trials to find out. Here's Dennis Murphy with A Comic Book Murder.
And we said, hey, let's go down to the comic book store and help out with the party. We pulled out the party. We stopped us. I knew immediately all kinds of papers there. And they said, you can't go through. We're investigating homicide. We're investigating the comic book store.
The comic book store was a mom-and-pop shop in a strip mall outside Detroit. Out front by the register, insert the fantasy figure, Spidey, Hulk, X-Men. But in the storage space in back was an ugly reality. One of the shop owners, the woman, was on the floor with a light training pattern. Customers had found her.
Most of the time, we were there Friday nights.
It was July of 1990, a Friday the 13th, when Tom and Lenora Wood stopped by the comic book shop before going out to dinner. They liked buying from the woman, Bob.
She knew our names. Immediately when we would walk in, she would light up with a smile. Many times she would actually come around the counter to greet us.
But not on this Sunday. It was just after 6 o'clock. Tom and Lenora had picked out a comic, but there was no one behind the counter to take the money. Barb or her husband might be the It wasn't going to happen. Some cash was. But this was a longer than normal time, so we thought we would stick around to make sure, because we liked her. Some teenage customers were also in the shop browsing, and they too were itching to pay and go. They were the first ones to get into the back room and see Barb sprawled.
Cried out, "Is somebody back here?" And at that time, Tom and I rushed to the back storage area and found Barb on the floor.
You thought that she perhaps had fallen backwards in your head.
I noticed that she was blue around her mouth. Her pupils were dilated big, and I could not find a pulse.
Lenora, the customer, happened to be a nurse and took charge. She noticed only a small amount of blood and concluded that Barb had suffered a heart attack or a seizure. She told her husband to call 911, but She began administering CPR.
I had never done CPR on someone that I knew in love. It was, please God, let this be okay. She's on welfare.
As the ambulance rushed Barb to the hospital, Lenora Ward felt she'd done her professional best, but she wasn't at all sure her prayers would be answered.
I knew that she was radically and on her space.
The woman rushed into the emergency room that evening was 32-year-old Barbara George. She was a little heavy, but physically fit, enthusiastic softball and volleyball player. Doctors and nurses began working feverishly to get close, pumping the woman's chest in rapid bursts. One ER nurse was Christine.
If you could give 100 compressions per minute to that patient, the better the chance of reviving the heart.
But after 15 minutes, it was all over. A doctor pronounced Barb George the mother of two. It fell to her schemo to clean up the wire and interview. That's what she said.
We were straightening up her hair. Noticed some blood on the top of her head. I noticed that there was a small hole. My first thought as a nurse was that it had to be a bullet hole there.
Imagine Barbara George, the nice lady behind the counter, shot.
We're shocked. Shot in the head, it didn't seem like it could happen to such a good person.
Back at the common, friends and family continued to arrive when it was supposed to be a surprise birthday that night for Michael George, Barb's husband. What a pleasant night assured them. The toast, singing of happy birthday, and all the superheroes from the beloved Marvel action comics. All those guests now stunned to find the party turning ice and all the
What could be two key points to solving the mystery. Right after the murder, witnesses reported seeing a speeding car and a man waiting outside the comic book shop. And I'm kept with our outfit for that time of year. Fisherman's cap, that's how I would describe it. When the comic book murder continues.
Finally, something that works. Helped all my digestive problems. My immune system, system. People don't just say this about any probiotic. Culturelle, with the proven probiotic that supports digestive and immune health. Culturelle, it's #1 for a reason.
At Friskies, the very end of the sauciness of sauceation would be a sensation. Simple. We took it to our team. Then one lick led to another, then another, then another. Frisky saucations. For cats, by cats.
This program is brought to you in part by Ocean Spray's new packed cranberry extract water.
Water. As an ocean spray cranberry farmer, nothing's more convenient. It's good for us too, especially new packed cranberry extract water.
Packed water is infused with cyanide, chemicals, the powerful elements inside the cranberries. So it helps cleanse and purify your body better than water.
Cranberries and water work in harmony out here. Now they work in harmony in here.
New packed water from Ocean Spray. Better water for a better you. Applebee's hit the streets to invite people to try bold new handheld sandwiches.
I never really tasted anything like this.
Yeah, what is that? People making chicken beauty. Only at Applebee's.
Sometimes these people gels from handsome bodies natural moisture so I can get into it.
And when she's into it, I get into it, and
Feel the difference with KY Ultra. It was a scary sight, so we switched to Charmin. Charmin Ultra Mega Roll is 75% more absorbent, so you can use less, which means Charmin Ultra Mega Roll lasts longer than even the leading 1,000 sheet brand. Enjoy the code Charmin.
Still paying too much for home phone service? Do the math. MagiJack was only $35 a year for unlimited local and long distance calling to the U.S. and Canada. And with the mobile app, get unlimited text messaging.
Unlimited texting for iOS only. I want my hair to stop falling out. I'm sick of looking at my scalp. I am done with thin, damaged hair. I need my hair back. I want the hair I used to have. I want thick hair and full volume. Ladies, if you want to regrow thick and fuller hair, we're about to send you a risk-free trial of Keratin. The Keratin system contains a product with the only FDA-approved treatment clinically proven to regrow your hair and anti-aging hair loss. This system will give you fuller hair
That come back to give us a back on the
It's time to move out and take back your hair. For your risk-free trial, call 1-800-513-2757 in the next 10 minutes. If lines are busy, please try again. But hurry, supplies are limited. That's 1-800-513-2757. Monday. Monday at 10, only on Investigation Discovery.
Is to operate songs and great leader. Untouchable. First in the night. Only on Investigation Discovery. Welcome back to Dateline on ID. I'm Lester Holt. Returning to the comic book murder, here's Dennis Murphy.
Their hole-in-the-wall shop comics world had been barred and Michael Jordan's physical passion. He collected thousands of comics over the years, and he liked superheroes' adventures way more than he liked selling insurance. So, with some help from Barb's parents, they took the jump, opening their little shop in the Clinton Township, Michigan strip mall in the winter of 1988. Joe Levine is Barb's brother. These days, he earns a living by removing dents and things from cars, but back in 1990, he was the kid brother who looked up to his sister and admired her on the softball field where she was a standard.
I used to go to her games. I remember going to the tournaments with the family. You know, she was your typical older sister. She was always there to help me.
Barb had been brought up in a traditional Polish Catholic family, and when she found her man, Michael George, marriage became the organizing principle of her life.
Was she a happy brother? Very happy. Yeah. She couldn't wait.
And when children came along, 2 girls, Barb and George seemed complete.
Her kids were a pride and joy, and I think that was everything.
The night of Friday the 13th, brother Joe and his then girlfriend, and now married Shandler, drove over to the comic shop for what was to be a celebration. Barb's surprise birthday party in the store for Michael. He was turning 30. Michael's mother was going to keep the 2 kids at her house for the weekend, while Barb and Michael took off after the party for a cozy couple of days at the lodge.
So that would have been a Friday night, and it was going to be a romantic weekend.
Right.
The weekend not meant to be, because by the time Joe and Mary got to the comic book store just before 9 o'clock, there was confusion.
Hold on. And so we stopped us and we said, you can't go through. We're investigating homicide. Somebody was killed.
I immediately thought not, because I thought no one hated my sister. I didn't know that.
But the victim wasn't Mike, it was Joe's sister. And it was up to Detective Sergeant Don Stephen to make sense of the senseless. He led the investigator on to the hospital hall as they had a woman come in with a single gunshot to the head.
So now we have a full moon council. You know, to be on there. Yes.
As the detective team scoured the strip mall dumpsters for maybe a false weapon, only somehow he turned over the few bags he had so far. Woman with children gunned down execution style in the back of a little comic book store. Police interviewed merchants and customers at the mall. Anyone seen anything out of the ordinary? It turned out Tom and Lenora Ward did. The couple who had given Barb first aid had picked up on something when they first arrived at it. Speeding car in front of the comic book shop.
And we both thought to ourselves and then said it to each other, boy, that car's going too fast.
Later, they wondered if that was the getaway car. But another observation tugged at them. Who was that guy lurking outside the comic book shop?
He had a dark outfit for that time of year. Fishing in his cap. So I was distracted.
Another man visiting the strip mall would say he saw a different suspicious character. Someone wearing what appeared to be a thick beard, possibly a bearded lady. The shop was small, deeper than it was wide. Aisles of bins filled with comic books out front by the register, and a drawer to the back square. Barbara George had been found just inside the back door. On the far wall was a marked door that mentioned the talent in the rear. Outside the comics, or crime scene text began videotaping the crime sequence. The cash register, with $750 still in the cash register untouched. In a glass case just behind the till, wall of collectible vintage comics was good. They hadn't been ransacked. In the storage area, some bids had been toppled over, but the EMTs might have done that as they rushed in to assist Laura George as she lay on the floor. More than $400 would be found in her pockets. The jewelry she was wearing wasn't there. Later, the medical examiner determined that the shot wound had been shot from the body. The bullet entering almost the very top of the skull, indicating she'd been crouching. Another bullet had been fired post-focus. It missed and went through a swimsuit calendar on the wall and into the empty shop on the other side of the sheet. If it was a robbery at the comic book store, it was unusual. Just after 8 o'clock, Detective Steckman was told that the husband of the victim had just arrived.
He identified himself, and he said, "What's going on?" He said, "Well, there's been an incident here, and I'm sorry to tell you, your wife has been injured."
Injured?
I told him not that. He never told him what happened.
He doesn't know what has happened.
To our knowledge, he has no idea what's going on. I said, "You need to go over to the hospital because your wife is really seriously injured."
At the hospital, Michael George was informed that his wife had died of gunshot wounds in her head. A few minutes later, Mary and his brother-in-law Joe came rushing in. The girlfriend was undone by the awful news.
I'm going away inside. I was related to her, and I was devastated, and I was crying, and I was upset.
But there was someone who didn't seem as upset as Mary was. What about Michael George? Why was she so suspicious?
Coming up, an untroubled husband with a very troubled marriage.
He started receiving phone calls. He might want to look at his relationship with his employees because he was checking out. Yes.
When the comic book murder continues. When smallpox began in Japan in 1934, a single patent created the category of annuals. Now, 80 years later, smallpox has evolved into a complete family of annuals. Perfect for back, muscle, or joint pain. Smallpox for targeted relief.
We're on the road showing real people and statewide power philosophy.
Stain some t-shirt and it's coming out pretty quickly. The stain is blonde. That's a huge difference. You can see how it was really disgusting how white it was now. Looks like the stain is coming out. The OxyClean started to lift it up. I'm pretty impressed.
OxyClean, America's #1 buzz treatment. Now get the power of OxyClean limited term. 1 gallon or a bag. OxyClean gets the top stain out.
In the end, he's tearing up and sirloin for help. Just really not enough for a limited time. We let the wrong flavors of the end. Speak for themselves. Apex Bankers. Down first. Progressive insurance here. Unexpected.
Wow.
Expected insurance company.
Wow.
And if you switch to progressive today, you can save an average of over $400. So don't get to take it.
The families searching for answers, felt helpless, that's the word, struggling to understand why. The hard part was saying, I'm Tamara, and crime is personal to me. I ask tough questions every now and then to explore the truth behind these emotional stories. Deadline Crime is my call to action.
Deadline Crime with Tamara Hall. All new next Sunday at 10. Only on Investigation Discovery.
Do you have dark circles and bags under your eyes but can't find a product that works? Then stay tuned, because the next 60 seconds will change everything. Hydrolyze is a clinically proven breakthrough that has shown amazing results in people with dark circles and under-eye puffiness due to aging, fatigue, even heredity. And for a limited time, we're looking for 100 men and women in this viewing area to try it risk-free. Call 1-800-630-3274. The first 100 callers are guaranteed a risk-free trial and 2 free gifts. So call now. Your first gift is a free full-size supply of Instant Effect to instantly reduce the look of wrinkles and under-eye bags in just 90 seconds. The perfect companion for Hydrolyze's long-term results. Your second gift is a mystery surprise you'll love. Together they're worth over $100, but you get them free with your risk-free trial. Call immediately to see if you're one of the first 100 callers. 1-800-630-3274. If lines are busy, try again. 1-800-630-3274.
I can consider us an ordinary family with some extraordinary circumstances.
Just asking. Mommy, am I a boy or am I a girl?
I am transgender. I am a girl. I am Jasmine.
Premiering Wednesday at 10.
Can't take anymore.
Monday at 10. Only on Investigation Discovery.
Welcome back to Dateline on ID. Here again is Dennis Murphy with Comic Book Murder.
Barbara George had been shot to death in the storage room of the comic book shop she owned with her husband Michael. 6 hours after her murder, Michael George had returned from the hospital to shoot the chief detective, Sergeant Stephan, around what was now a crime scene. The background where Barbara was shot was also where Michael said a robbery must have happened. Even his 2 important white boxes were gone.
So when he walked in that room, he looked and said there were 2 cardboard boxes full of very expensive comic books missing.
So he's saying I had some expensive stuff.
2 boxes of comic books, and it's gone. And they're gone.
Michael George made a written list of stolen comics from the white boxes and estimated their value at $12,600. He later filed an insurance claim for vintage editions of Spider-Man, Green Lantern, and Iron Man, as a name just a few.
So he's talking about robbery. It's just like his whole scenario was to be one.
At the comic book shop, Michael George told the detective he had no idea what had happened to his wife. He said he'd last seen her a little after 4 o'clock when she'd been leaving behind the counter. He said he took their 2 kids over to his mom's and remained there, napping on her couch until a little before 8 o'clock when he returned to the comic book store. Detective Stephan asked Michael George the questions that a cop would when the wife was just revoked.
Those kids all self-driven. Were there any girlfriends? No. Did you have any affairs? No. Any problems with your marriage? No. Everything was fine.
At the funeral days later, Mary Shell, the girlfriend of Barb's brother, couldn't make out what he was feeling because his eyes were concealed behind dark sunglasses.
It's something that's a blind specifically. Something you see in one year.
And Mary said that Michael was acting strange, but even good, only increased after a visit to the trailer park home where Michael George and Barbara had lived. She and Joe, Barb's brother, had gone over to give Michael some support during tough days.
Comes in and the back is sitting at the back and he raises the back and he's just like he showed more emotion with his back than he did the whole time.
That's the same about.
And he's just saying, oh, this was Barb's back and oh my God, she's never gonna use his back again and then he would go to like a blender and he's like, she's never gonna use his kitchen again.
Are you thinking about something?
And I'm looking at him like it was a football. Here you are breathing over a vacuum and all these appliances and there was a bunch here in his eyes, there was swelling around his eyes. He had nothing going on. It was all in his eyes.
The police, meanwhile, were chasing down bankrupters, insurance policies, looking for deeds on the speeding car, the man with the Greek fisherman's hat, the so-called bearded lady, and whether this could have been a botched robbery after all. They were also getting a crash course on the value of vintage comics. Unhappily for them, the case detectives hadn't found the gun. For forensics like a bloody print just weren't there. But the investigators were getting calls on the QT about Michael George maybe having a girlfriend.
When did you learn that shop system thing today? That was 2 days ago. 2 days ago. We started receiving phone calls from people advising us that we might want to look at his relationship with his employee. Because he's checking out. Yes.
It was Barb George who met and befriended Renee, Renee Catula, at the children's school, and brought her to work at the comic book store. Renee had 5 children and needed the money. Her floundering marriage had ended in divorce just 3 weeks before Barb's murder. Not long after they buried Barbara, Mary Shell remembered walking in unexpectedly at the comic book shop along with her boyfriend Joe. The pair got a shocker. They saw Michael and Renee, the shop assistant, canoodling.
And then she was pull up there really close to me, people together and their arms were crossed over to each other. And recently your wife kind of looked around at the world like, what's going on? Why is it going to keep moving when I just want something so important? And here this man is just, he's as happy as a cricket. You don't think that he had any care in the world the way he's turned out.
Michael and Renee will set up a new home together with a $130,000 life insurance payout on Barb that he received beneficiary.
Is it becoming a toxic person of interest? Yes. That definitely is.
He talked to the police casually at the store, then in a more formal interview with the police station 6 days later. But there would be no follow-ups. According to Detective Steckman, Michael George said he would hire an attorney, lawyer up.
It's not that. So this is a big unsolved case.
Yes.
How much frustration is there? What can you do? Can't take. I mean, you can take the law to your own hands, but what's going to happen with that? If you're recovering, I felt it. There was times I felt, that I should do something, but I'm a habit. I couldn't live with it.
In the comics, superheroes are useless, but the comic book shop in the Clinton Township strip mall wasn't. It closed its doors in 1992. Michael George, the shop owner, and his new wife Renee had moved from town. They'd settled some 375 miles southeast of Detroit in Windsor, PA, population 4,000, an old coal mining town. On the main drag there, the Georges had opened their new shop, Comics World. With his 2 kids and Renee's 5 being raised together in their spacious new home, they found friends in Windsor among the other parents involved in their kids' sports team. Michael coached Pastor Brad Westover's daughter in basketball. He never missed a game.
Tremendous family man. Respected business person in the community.
Jim Lively had the electrical supply shop 3 blocks down from Comics World.
His life was pretty good. And I'd have to say his life was full of name. He treated her like gold.
The Georges endeared themselves to the town and the families went back generations by raising money for the Make-A-Wish charity and giving comics to the public library. Besides his good works, his friends said he was just plain fun.
The guy always had a smile on his face, always joking. Everybody was around.
Michael George had all but severed ties with his murdered wife's family. Uncles and an aunt back in Clinton Township, Michigan, rarely saw Barbara's true birth. Come the year 2000, was Michael George even aware that the longtime chief of police in his former town had passed away? Chief Robert Smith had died without solving the nagging case of the comic book murder.
Everyone in this town was aware of that crime. And probably myself more so because my dad was the chief of police at that time.
Chief Smith's son, Eric Smith.
I'd driven by that store 1,000 times with my own man. Just about every time we drove by there was something he said. We're still more. There's no question about it.
4 years after his father's death, Eric Smith was elected chief prosecutor in Macomb County, Michigan. He became responsible for all the criminal cases in Clinton Township and beyond.
I can't tell how many people came up to me and said a family member of theirs had been murdered or had been killed, and nothing had been done. And you could see the desperation in their face, and they really thought that the system had passed them by. If I'm going to be the chief law enforcement officer of this county, I can't let people up and think that we don't care. So we started the whole case very soon after I came in.
One of Prosecutor Smith's first acts in office was to send out a letter to all the police departments in his county asking police chiefs and detectives to look at their old unsolved with fresh eyes.
I did it with Michael George in mind. There's no question in my mind that at the time, while I was hoping that we did a lot of cases, I was hoping that Clinton Township would pick this case up.
And maybe was all of them.
That's it. That was the case that was unsolved.
Just as he hoped, the Clinton Township PD reopened the dusty comic book murder case. And what a surprise the detectives found. Someone did have a vital piece of information about the night of the murder. His story had slipped through the cracks. How could police have missed it all those years?
Coming up, a phone call to the comic book shop that seemed to come at a very bad time. Someone was busy moving around. When the comic book murder continues. ID's anecdotal moment. Tonight's new is Suspect. Go to investigatindiscovery.com/avenue to enter now. Applebee's hit the streets to invite people to try their old new handheld sandwiches.
Never had anything like it.
Yeah, man, thank you. The rest of my life is to get my own meal.
I wanted to end.
Come try the new triple hot dairy only at Applebee's.
And now for our last minute sword challenge, let's see who can find out more quickly. Good luck. Alicia Johnson to press. Symbolically, they become one thing. We feel the same love for soul and right now. They gave me cool hugs, or do like charity, and reach around as a shelf. Juicy Johnson to press. Sausage, big family, and sausage.
I am eating healthy. When an animal is abused, they suffer all alone. Chained up and stored. Abused again and again. If we don't reach these animals in time, they could die, never knowing the warmth and safety of loving hearts. The animals are waiting for someone to help them. Please let them know that someone out there does care. Call or go online with your monthly gift now.
Chances are you aren't headed to Mexico for an epic surf trip, but you are taking the boys boogie board because you saved up to 60% on a hotel in Hardwire. So it looks like they've taught us some shredding to do. Hardwire! Get pizza and Pepsi, and you can win concert cash. Great idea. You got it from the jack. Yeah, do you like it? I do. For any months to buy pizza and 2 Pepsi online for $12. You can do pizza, Pepsi, or buy nation concert cash and pocket.com.
Please stay tuned to the following important announcement from Caribbean. According to research, over 30 million women in the U.S. suffer from thinning hair or hair loss. In Caribbean's effort to treat this, risk-free trials and at-home hair regrowth treatment are now being offered to women watching in this area. Caribbean includes an FDA-approved treatment that is formulated to fight women's hair loss and is clinically proven to regrow hair. All listeners whose last name begins with the letters A through N are allowed to start calling now. Listeners whose last name begins with O through Z can begin calling tomorrow 9 a.m. Call 1-800-798-5249. Repeat, this is an important announcement. Risk-free trials of Caribbean are now being offered on a strict first-come, first-served basis. If your last name begins with the letters A through N, call now. If your last name begins with O through Z, call tomorrow 9 a.m. Call for your risk-free trial of Caribbean. 1-800-798-5249. That's 1-800-798-5249.
I'm not that up there.
Welcome back to Dateline on ID. Parker George was murdered on Friday the 13th. His death case went unsolved for more than a decade. Her husband Michael, who was once the person of interest, had moved away and started a new life with a new wife. But back in Macomb County, Michigan, there was a new prosecutor, an old connection to the case. He wanted it solved. Here's Dennis Murphy with the comic book murder. The comic book murder came down the archive. Detective blows off the dust with Lieutenant Brady. Even on the Clinton Township force long enough to remember the Caribbean strip mall, he took it personally that someone out there had gotten away with murder. The lieutenant was identified with the victim.
I was approximately the same age, had children the same age, and maybe that was something that was stuck with me. This is what I'm about to say.
Yeah, it's just
I knew that going in, but I was operating under the theory you don't shoot first. And I thought I had coded myself because it was something I had told myself, but then I went to the farm.
The detective needed help. The whole thing should have come to make the calls. So he recruited veteran detectives Jimmy Hall and Leonard Rico. 3 of them did
what else?
the
What's that?
reading and rereading yellow and blue stories. But there's a reason crimes don't keep a case file and stay unsolved. Unlike
What do I have to do?
the 3 wondered if they had one of those people.
This is the book. And my he came in and told me that it's doable. You need to notify the family. That's when I finally contacted them.
The cold case detectives were painfully aware of giving Barb George's family false hopes after 17 years. But in early 2007, the detectives laid out what they found, warts and all, for Barton's brother Joe and his family members.
And he brought me. Don't know how successful.
Still, after that meeting with the detectives, Barb's family and friends allowed themselves to be optimistic.
I told my sister when they walked out of that police station, I said something will come out of this.
was in the hospital trying to find cancer. And I told my dad what was going on. My dad is just, and again, he could barely even talk. And he lit right up. And he said, good, that's going to go.
The detectives started their investigation as though it was July 13, 1990. The 911 call had just come in. All three of them knew this wasn't going to be an episode of CSI, Forensic Science Saving the Day.
No way, that's news. Air fibers in terms of what people are used to seeing nowadays. The DNA and things like that, we didn't have. Used to be detected. Which means you have to interview people.
They say without preconceived theories, they chased down the old leads again. The speeding car, the man in the Greek fisherman's cap, the bearded man, and re-examined the old book. Was it possible that Barbara had been shot to death over a pricey collectible comic book? The cold case detective interviewed over 100 people. And in one of those fresh 2007 interviews, the one they did with this man turned out to be the game changer. His name is Mike Renaud, old softball coach, now confined to a wheelchair after a swimming pool accident in 2003. Back in 1990, Renaud was a college senior and a Spider-Man fanatic. On July 13th, the night of the murder, the detectives learned, Renaud had placed a call to the Comics World store. He thought it had been about 5:30, so about 30 minutes before the murder. The avid collector wanted to know why one of his comic books had zoomed in value. A voice he knew very well answered the phone. It was Michael George, the shop owner.
You sound like this busy news and that's phone. Did he say, busy people shopping? No, just a short, just something you could hear in his voice. So we would BS a little bit. And there was no time for BS.
The cold case cops had struck bold. Mike Renaud's story was the missing puzzle piece the detectives have been looking for years. If Renaud's account is true, it does nothing less than demolish Michael George's alibi. He was napping at his mother's house when Barbara was murdered around 6 o'clock. Renaud's phone call story meant that George was lying. Renaud was certain that he talked to the comics book owner at his shop, and that brief conversation must have taken place just a few minutes before Barbara was killed. The embarrassing thing about this nugget of clue is Mike Renaud had told the very same story to the police back in 1990, the day after the murder. What looked like a case break in 2007 had simply slipped through the cracks back then. It had the case file all along. In clear handwriting, there was record of Renaud's July 14th phone call to the police. Mr. Renaud stated that he called Comic World around 5:30 and talked with the owner, Michael George.
Well, that's the one piece that was missing.
Even so, the police would still have calls as evidence. There were no existing phone calls to corroborate Renaud's story or to pin down the exact time and center place the call. To this day, former Detective Donald Steckman doesn't know how that note from Renaud went astray. But he says he was unaware of the comic book collector's story of talking to the husband in the shop minutes before the murder.
How did you not see it? Well, I think so. If we had seen it, we would not be sitting here today going for the rest of the study. No doubt, no doubt, 1990s, no doubt.
And now the investigative leads pointed just one way, the husband.
Just that coming back to one thing. It's like a funnel. Started off looking at a lot of things, a lot of people, and it just narrowed down. It's like a funnel.
It was time for the cold case detectives to take a road trip to Pennsylvania. A trip across miles and time. They're going to make a surprise visit to Michael George at Comics World. But the one-time husband finally collected.
Coming up, after 17 years, a conversation with a suspected killer never expected. If you're going to kill all of when the comic book murder continues.
Some of my competitors plan to reduce the use of antibiotics over the next few years. But what are you having for dinner tonight? Try Purdue Simply Smart and Harvest. 2 trusted Purdue brands of chicken raised with no antibiotics ever.
Finally, something that works. Helps all my digestive problems. My immune system says thank you. People don't just say this about any probiotic. Culturelle, with the proven probiotic that supports digestive and immune health. Culturelle, it's #1 for a
reason. At Friskies, vary out of the sauciness of sausations would be a sensation was simple. We took it to our team. Then one lick led to another, then another, then another. Frisky sausations. For cats by cats.
How often do you find time for intimacy? I'm so busy. 2 kids. Have you considered using a pleasure cup? No, never did. One product I think you guys would love, KY, yours, and mine. There's one warming and one tingling. When they combine, it creates an intense new sensation. When you discover something new together, it's like falling in love all over again. Is this something you try to spice things up?
In the Outback, we let the bold flavors speak for themselves. With new Good Fly Grilled Flatline Steak, just $13.99 for a limited time. And now over 70 lunch combinations every day, starting at $6.99. It's lunch at last at Outback.
Yes. Wow. It's all relative. Here's Wednesday and nothing.
No cash, bank credit, no problem. There's a whole new way to shop at FlexShopper.com. There is no money down, and bad credit is not a problem. You pay as you go.
You pay a weekly amount you know you can afford. They have brand name electronics, furniture, and appliances. Pretty much everything you need.
I got a flat screen TV for $7 a week.
We got the kids an Xbox One, and we pay $15 a week.
I only pay $12 a week for my tablet.
I didn't have money for a new fridge, but $22 a week, I can afford. With FlexShopper.com, there is no long-term obligation, and if you lease for a year, it's yours to keep.
Go to FlexShopper.com today and apply for an instant spending limit from $200 to $2,500. Then start shopping. There are thousands of brand new products to choose from. That's a special TV offer. We'll make a free payment for you when you use the promo code on your screen.
If you get the brand name products you want, there's no money down, and bad credit is not a problem. What's not to like?
Go to FlexShopper.com today.
Greed, jealousy, obsession, vengeance. It's an all-new season of tabloid.
Welcome back to Dateline on ID. Returning now to the comic book murder. Here's Dennis Murphy. Two of the cold case detectives, Nico and Paul, hunched up on that quest address from Comics World in Newport, Pennsylvania, and Robert South. It was 2007, 17 years after the murder, and like commanders synchronizing their watches, the detectives had decided to execute simultaneous surprise murders on Michael George's turf.
We had teams of detectives with all three locations exactly the same time.
Michael at the store, his wife Renee at the house, and Michael's mother at her home back in Hazel Park, Michigan.
On the next.
When they found Comics World, the two detectives waited for some customers to leave, checked their watches, then sauntered in.
We're about a minute behind the lights. So we walked in right there on the phone. And we soon was talking to Renee, his wife. And he said, "No, there's nobody here." And he was back to us when we walked through the door. He turned around and goes, "They're here." And he got off the phone. Agent looked pretty sick at that point.
Detective Paul switched on the tape recorder he concealed in his jacket.
He introduced ourselves. Wife was pretty much unemotional. He said, "Hey, see," started talking to her.
This is some of that conversation.
We have real He didn't say much at the beginning. Does he say, "This is great news"? I thought,
17 years, what's happening? Waiting for you guys. Again, then tell me you saw it.
does not give a typical response like, "You found somebody." Oh, that's good. Like you said, "What do you have?" Nothing. He just starts together.
17 years on, Michael George lived up in the
sweaty, twitching, or anything?
He was very pale. Didn't make eye contact. Most of the interview his head was looking down towards the table.
In 1990, as late-night conversation with a lead detective at the store after the murder, Michael George had speculated that Barb was killed in a bunch room. Someone had her valuable vintage colors.
He couldn't remember exactly how many cameras were taken, what you know.
Although he was sketchy on those details, he had no trouble coming up with a totally new answer when the cops asked him to speculate on what part of all the people had been murdered. Listen, as Michael's theory switches from robbery to revenge.
This was in Vendetta, and then what Barbara took the bullet for his memory.
Exactly. And that was something entirely different from what he told the police back in 1990.
Is that as interesting as anything else we heard? Absolutely.
Well, very interesting. He come up with a new one.
Meanwhile, the prosecutor back in Michigan, the son of the one-time police chief, was deeply curious about how the swoop-down interview was going.
Were you surprised to hear
Oh,
what he
no.
had to say? Getting on the phone with my attorney right now.
Oh,
Very serious.
no.
But I really think he was so shocked by the fact that we're still looking at him. So shocked that he didn't know what to do. That's why we didn't call him. That's why we didn't give him a heads up.
As the interview continued, Michael George, as he hadn't in 1990, never owned up to his philandering. Late in the 90-minute interview, the conversation circled back to that popular theme for Rob, the supposed theft of Valley Cummings. The detectives asked if he even knew that he kept the good stuff in the backstory. That's when things got testy, and listening to George's previously passive tone becomes more direct and confrontational.
I'm just trying to find out how that individual, the suspect, would have known we were there, that's all. Unless it was an inside job. Nonetheless, they weren't taking us up insurance fraud. But you're saying I'm lying. No, I'm just saying that that's a possibility. Like, you have to look at all options. But now you're saying that I want to be fine. I don't know. So now we're saying that I'm going to get lying. We didn't say that. So maybe get it. No, we didn't. What are the possibilities? There is a possibility. Insurance is not that. That's a job. If you're going to kill someone, let me know. I'll do it.
The next day, in fact, he would be the lawyer, a criminal defense lawyer. The Michigan detective and the Pennsylvania State Police arrested him at his workplace, the comic book store. As he was led away after a later court appearance, he loudly proclaimed that police had nabbed the wrong man.
It's a long day.
The cold case had turned red hot.
And sometimes an even longer night, helping with homework before doing your own. And you may think no one notices, but she does. She sees more than mom. She sees determination, dedication, supporting you, anxiety, education, just like you.
That's insane. It's soap, vanilla, almond milk. Obviously, it tastes like almonds. All right. So, fine. Thank you. That's really bad.
With delicious taste of almond milk, so comfortable.
Spice things up one in Cajun style. Or try our indulgent Asiago peppercorn creation. All fresh from the grill with your choice of two sides like our endless garden bar. Only at Ruby Tuesday.
One-night vacation. Then you're going to check out restaurants, bars, and even shows. You saved up to 60% of your hotel with Hotwire. Or you could just, Hotwire.
Now delivers swirls and swirls as every blade adjusts to your curves. Venus Swirl. With contour blades that have 6 times more flexibility, plus a flexible, flawless shaping, bones, veins, and all. Venus Swirl.
Vacation season is break-in season. A burglary occurs every 16 seconds. Do you have the protection of ADT? Make this an ADT worry-free summer. Call 800-ADT-1134 today for peace of mind all summer long. Right now, get ADT starting at just $28.99 a month. That's America's most trusted name in security for less than $1 a day. And it comes with ADT's 6-month money-back guarantee. With our 24/7 fast response monitoring, you don't have to worry about a thing. ADT always has your back. We'll help you protect what matters most. So enjoy the best summer ever. Get ADT starting at just $28.99 a month. That's less than $1 a day. For peace of mind all summer long. Hurry, while you're out. Bad guys could be breaking in. Call 800-ADT-1134 now. I'm ADT, and I'm always there. Welcome back to Dateline on ID. Continuing with the comic book murder, where again is Dennis Murphy. All out in a Michigan court. Not far from his own comic book store, Michael drove the standard court. He was in early 2008, the man who intended to put book away was Steve Hammond, then the trial prosecutor on his book case. The jury didn't recognize the government's supporting our case. He knew getting a comic book fan was nothing but circumstantial evidence. No weapon, no witness, no DNA. So this case is on top of the game. Something we have never done on the jury. So one person of this world who had a reason to kill this woman for first case, that's not true. For Kaplan, all boiled down to a case of greedy trust. When the jury believed Janet Jewell, Michael's mother, she said her son was sleeping on her couch at the time of the murder. Or would the jury accept the word of the comic book collector Michael Wall? He said the defendant was in the school already. Answer is one. Who answered? Michael George. How long did you plan to less than 5 minutes. What time did you call him? About 5:15, 5:45. Do you remember how he seemed to you? He seemed like he was in a hurry. How important is he in your case? Without Michael and I, we do have in this case. Because without Michael and I, we don't have this authority. Physically in that school, most of the entire time. You say, Your Honor, the state is not doing this case. We ask that you dismiss it right now. Package closed. Any comments?
I can tell you what's going down in the Constitution. You've got hundreds of cases. These motions are very clear. This makes sense to me. Did you expect it as possible? So, this case is dismissed. What you release to me in the case? Well, initially, no. After a while, it's done. After 5 hours, you start to think, yeah, it's feeling better one day. Or you remember walking outside at night and saying, this is what this one good news. Again, applies to judges that take to decide these motions. He's right. There was a case to be made for the defense. We argued that this is an Then he seemed to point out the merits of This conference began in Japan in 1934. A single tax created the county. Now, 80 years later, salon costs have evolved into a complete family. Separate, that Muslim person, salon costs are targeted for that.
That's why we're so transparent. Listening to our products and protect. Honest ingredients, honest result. The other company. Start your free trial now. And I think that the other ways work just as well, but for me, I think that on steady path and keep on going. And the vibration level is laid down. I feel like if I'm a little
little on edge, and I can anticipate the feelings of spirit come in. That and I can recognize that by sometimes having butterflies. I can sometimes, get a little bit anxious before going on. It doesn't matter whether I'm doing psychic readings or mediumship or anything to do with spirit. It affects me the same way. So when you ask me what do I do to prepare, sometimes nothing. I just get grounded and walk right into it. And on go. That's what I do.
Excellent. That's I'm still working on that whole grounding thing. I'm going to get right to it because I know it takes a while to in some of these calls to actually get through and find exactly connect with who they want to connect to. And we've run into that in a few of the other two mediums and a large, and it's going to be a little bit busy for you, Catherine. So ground yourself well, and we'll see how this goes.
No worries.
Okay. Just pulling up one who's been on for over 20 minutes here. Hi, who's this? Hello.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, the one that I pulled up that's been on for 20 minutes, as soon as I hit it, they disappeared. So, yeah. How come you didn't see that one coming, Catherine? I'll try this one. Hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Annie.
Hi, Annie. How are you? Where are you about to call in from?
Calling from the U.S., New Jersey.
Okay. You've called in before, I think.
Probably.
Probably. Okay, Annie, go for Catherine.
I've listened before. I don't think I got in.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Annie. Are you there?
Hi. Yeah.
So you have a question that you want to ask?
39.
Not a lot.
32. 20. 19. One more time. 39. 66.
Everything's converged in one place. I feel stuck.
Oh.
I'm trying to see if there's any guidance.
Right.
Guidance, that's what I was getting to, yeah.
Okay. You're feeling stuck.
Yeah.
Yes. Annie, I gotta tell you, sometimes when we get into a routine or a vicious cycle, it's really hard to get out. And sometimes it's like a catch-22. The more you don't get out of the rut, the more it gets down, and the more you do things that bring you down. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes. And so, the first part is to feel brave and gather your courage to break the cycle that you're in. Because I'm feeling like you've been in this for a while, and you just start to come out of it, and then you fall back in. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm saying this with love, that you can't keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. You gotta change. Yeah, you gotta change what you're doing. You gotta change what the way you think, how you live your life, the lifestyle. And yes, I'm sorry, sometimes you've got to change the people you hang up with. And so if you keep hanging with the same people, level, sometimes you gotta move forward on your own and let new people come into your life.
Okay.
And so if you're willing to do this, I can see in no time at all that you will get unstuck. But if you keep doing the same thing with the same people, it's going to have the same result for you. And it's going to get harder and harder as you move forward. All right?
What happened to my Oh, yeah, yeah.
I mean, everything. 3 o'clock always being the witching hour. Yeah. Then they're allowed to roam and, are way more active than anything else. So, but thank you very much. You're welcome. Thank you for calling. Have a good night. Take care. Good night.
You too, Don. Thank you very much for calling in. And remember, we've got, unfortunately, if you're calling in for Kathy Moreau, she is attending her very, very sick little boy who's got a fever tonight. She will be with us again on 2 mediums and a large. And right now we have 1 medium. And I am on a diet, so I'm trying to get down to, I can't be a medium too, can I? No, maybe I should stick to a large.
Yes, you can, Jim.
Yeah, okay, fine. Just fine. All right, we pull another guest out of the box here. Hello, who's this?
This is Rita.
Say your name one more time for me.
It's Rita, RTA.
Okay, Rita, how are you?
I'm doing well. I'm from Louisiana.
No,
and I just way down here in the south with the gators, yes. And the swamps. But it's a good area. I have a question, and I really feel a big change coming. And I feel spirit around a lot, and I was just kind of curious as to what, if you see possibly where I'm headed. That makes sense. Yes, Rita. You have great energy, and I just love listening to your voice. And I think you're right. There are some changes coming. But I want to tell you, I feel like you're a great manifester. That, when anybody wants anything to happen, call Rita. She'll make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Yes. You're very well liked. And so you know what? You've had your rough times and handled them really well because you have this very optimistic perspective of life. And wow. You know, the changes that are coming for you, I feel they're in the way of recognition. Rita, I feel like there's somebody going to recognize what you do because I feel like you've helped a lot of people.
Well, I used to be a victim's advocate for victims of violent crimes. That's my heart. You know.
That is hard.
Yeah.
But, you know, anybody listening to you, I think, would feel uplifted. And I just feel that you would have know the right thing to say to them. So the big changes that are coming to you, I feel opportunities are coming to you. I'm not getting so much, I'm not getting moving. What I'm getting is more of a quality of life, if that makes sense to you.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, and I feel
that's fine. You know, because that's when I'm happy. Is when I'm helping.
Yeah,
you know, that's when I'm happy because that's when I feel like I'm doing what I was sent here to do.
Exactly. So in my perspective, I feel like you're a light worker in your own sense.
Yeah.
And that those opportunities will be coming to you again. Because you've been away from it for a while.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I feel like the universe is going to offer you an opportunity to get back into it. And also, I'm also seeing a young man that you help, and you're gonna get recognition from him. I'm sensing that he's gonna come back to you and say, "Hey, you know how much you helped me." I know there's been a few of them, but this one, I feel like, okay, the nationality is more of olive-skinned or Hispanic, that color. Okay. You understand?
I have dealt with so many people, you know, and there'd be times that I would talk to people, and I really would not remember what I said, and I know that spirit had to have taken over.
Because I agree, because the same thing happens to me.
They would tell me, or they would tell my boss, you know, she just changed my life. She said yada yada yada, and I'm just looking at them going, okay, I don't remember saying that, you know, but that's my heart. And I just knew that I had to feel this movement, and I feel spirit around me, and for some reason my ancestors are just so heavy on my mind. And I was like, something's going on, you know, for me to feel all that.
Ancestors around you, you got angels. You are very blessed when it comes to angels. I'm feeling like there's at least 3. There's 2 archangels. I want to say one is Michael, the other is, I feel, Uriel. You understand Archangel Uriel?
Yes, yes.
And there's a smaller one. And this one, you know, Rita, I feel like you've got a great sense of humor. And I feel yes, and I feel like you are good at kibitzing with people. Do you know what I mean when I say that?
Uh-huh.
Joking back and forth.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yes. And this little angel, I feel, is the one that's with you in spirit that helps you to do that.
Is it a little girl?
Yes.
It is a little girl, yeah.
It's a female angel that she just brings the joy and the fun out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that is so awesome. Well, I just like I said, I need to have
people like you.
Excuse me?
The world is lucky to have people like you.
Oh, well, you know, it's what makes me happy. It's what I was sent here to do. And, you know, my whole goal in life is to help people believe in themselves. You know, people have such low self-esteem nowadays, and they just don't realize what's out there for them. So I do my best. I don't care who it is, a stranger on the street. You know, they've got so much ahead of them, they just can't see it. Yes, that's right. Now, Rita, I also want to mention you have something a health issue along with is it your ankles or your lower legs? No, not actually. They didn't know if it was a stroke or a injury from childhood. But I mean, I'm okay. I have some short-term memory loss at times. Yeah, I'm feeling like you would hesitate to take on volunteering because of the health issue, and I hope you don't let that hold you back. Okay. Definitely. In fact, I had been thinking about, you know, volunteering, and like I said, you know, that's what makes me happy is making other people realize that they have a life to live out there. And, you know, and Spirit helps me a lot there because they bring people across my path. And it's so funny how I know it's like this, and I won't know who the Spirit is, and I don't see them or whatever, but when a certain person comes across my path and I'm talking to them, it's like, bam, I know that they were sent across my path, and this is the person I'm supposed to work with. Exactly. And then, so I can see you doing that very soon again, Rita. So thank you so much for calling in. Thank you. It's wonderful talking to you.
Thank you, Rita. It sounds like, Catherine, that she's an empath, and she's just kind of finding her way and finding some direction in where she's going to help other people. We're going to come back with more from Catherine on one medium and one large. Give us a call at 607-203-5344. We'll come back with more from Catherine right after this.
Want to find out what's coming up on the Spaced Out Radio Network? Go to spacedoutradio.com, where you can find our daily list of shows and guests appearing throughout the week. Want to tell us your story? Be sure to sign up for the Spaced Out Forum for free. Maybe you have a psychic question. Drop in and say hi to Catherine in Cat's Corner. spacedoutradio.com, your 24-hour source for UFOs, ghosts, conspiracies, and more. Check it out today.
Is the 24-hour world starting to wear you down? Let me, from Rivulet Reiki and Readings, lend you a hand. Hi, this is Jolene, and if you're in need of Reiki or a realm reading, come to my website, rivuletrr.wix.com/rivuletrr, and let us help you out. At Rivulet, I specialize in healing your body, mind, and soul, no matter where you are. And be sure to check out the Rivulet R&R Facebook page for your best deal. Remember, it's time for you to make some time for you.
Are you one of many who's had a UFO or ET experience? Listen up. The AZ UFO show is on every Sunday night at 7 on the Spaced Out Radio Network. We talk about UFO sightings across the globe, conspiracy theories, government cover-ups, and more with me, Rich Giordano. I want you to know what's going on in the skies above you, so tune in to the AZ UFO show on Spaced Out Radio Network on spacedoutradio.com right before Spaced Out Weekend. Our show is literally out of this world.
The sky is the limit on Spaced Out Radio. Hi there, this is Dave Scott, host of Spaced Out Radio. Join me live every Monday through Friday at 10 p.m. Pacific, 1 a.m. Eastern for news, reviews, and updates on what's happening in the realms of UFOs, paranormal, supernatural, conspiracy, and more. Find it all at spacedoutradio.com, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Spaced Out Radio. Listen in soon.
You hear footsteps in the empty room above you as a rocking chair begins rocking by itself. Don't be afraid of the things that go bump in the night. Reach for Spirit's story box. The iPhone app the Huffington Post UK calls the only ghost hunting app you will ever need. Spirit Storybox. The spirits are telling their stories. Are you listening?
Spaced Out Weekend broadcasts on the Spaced Out Radio Network. You can follow James and other shows at spacedoutradio.com. Don't forget to join our free forum. Now here's the paranormal guru, weekend host, James Tyson.
Welcome back, everyone, to Spaced Out Weekend. Is two mediums a large, and we're down a medium. So
hey,
I'm going to charge you half for your dry cleaning. I'm going to try something else. I'm going to go back to our caller who sounded like was either vacuuming, welding, and singing a song. See if they're listening, or are they just listening, or they want to call in.
I have a question. It's not really for me, but it's just tonight was very strange. There's like I'm in Manhattan, I'm looking at a lot of very strange paranormal activity, and I was just wondering if you had any idea what I'm looking at. If it's in this dimension, another dimension, in my head. Any suggestions? There's like very large animals, humans. I'm not sure what they are. All different sizes, basically, and they look like they're in battle. They're having like a fight or a war in the river and on the buildings. Videotaping it. You know, some kind of nuts, but I just. Oh, it doesn't? Oh, God bless you. Thank you. Oh, they're having like, yeah. But I'm just concerned if they're fighting, like they're fighting with lots of artillery. I hear it. You can hear it on the videos I make. It sounds horrible. It sounds like a train wreck. Can you imagine? I'm in Manhattan. Why do they pick Manhattan to have their little paranormal fights? You know, like why can't they go somewhere quiet and have a fight? You know, but it's like every day it's a different battle in New York City. Right. Well, I'll tell you that. Okay, go ahead. We had a very bad electrical issue tonight. With I thought there was going to be a lightning thunderstorm. I don't think we even got rain, but it was very electric. I don't know if that attracted a lot of what I saw. It looked really. Didn't even look like New York City anymore. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, all right. Well, I could do all I can, but this seems to be a lot bigger than just me. It's not like just once in a while. It's a daily thing. This is all. This is visible to anybody. I feel. No, I haven't. I haven't. But I had like not like intentionally. I've had people that were sensitive tell me that there was someone trying to kill. There was something. Yeah. I didn't really like intend on hiring them per se. That was just like experience. And the amount of money, it just seemed like a lot of money for someone who could have their act together. You know what I mean? I didn't invest in them, but I would consider it if it was reasonable and I believed in it. But,
Just so you know, when the U.S. declared independence on the 4th of July of 1776, that started a battle of Long Island, battle of Brooklyn, and battle of Brooklyn Heights. The Continental Army under George Washington and anybody out there following your area and going on to basically up like the stages going up into August. That's right where you are. So it's residual energy mixed in with all sorts of other things. It is. It's that time of year. The battle. And I know that in Europe, Belgium,
they're saying, wow. That's a good point. That's a very good Gettysburg. Oh, and you hear them. I mean, first I'll hear an explosion. It sounds like it's like we're getting bombed. And I'm just trying to see if there's a fire behind it, where to run, basically. Like, I just would like to see where, if it got damage that's visible. It sounded so, it sounds so bad. But then, like, the stuff that I'm seeing, I'm like, what the heck are we dealing with? Like, there's some sort of, like, huge insect. I don't know what that was. I got last night, and then, I don't know, there's... Oh, no, you know what? It's not even my camera. It's like the computer on the internet. It's like a live streaming camera of Manhattan from, like, the point of view. Yeah, it really is very... There's some have good quality, and, like, some have good quality and good views. Some have great views and so-so quality. Unfortunately, like, the great views ones are the ones that I try to film from because they have a very comprehensive view of the city, and they're also live on time. Like, I don't know what's up with these cameras because some of them are on a delay. Sometimes if there's something negative, you might be watching a replay. Hello? They, oh, that would be awesome. Some of them like really dwarf our city. There's some things that are coming out of the river as well, and it looks like they're just surrounding Manhattan. I just don't know, like, if there's going to be any kind of damage to the city. Sometimes even the city looks like it's falling apart, like it really did have a battle in the videos. And I'm thinking, I'm just going to think it's a hologram. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to scare myself to death. There's nothing wrong with the city. It just looks like something happened to it. And, the next day it's fine. Or within an hour it's fine. But there's it looks like it's been trashed. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, wow. Yeah, I see a lot of interbreeding. Even some of them might be machines for all I know. I don't even know for sure if I'm. Yeah. I really could use. Yeah, I wish someone with more talent than I did could do what I'm doing. Because it would come out much better. I'm really not very good at that. Yeah. 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 Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No, these things are going to be on the. If I. Yeah. But thank you so much. You got it. Thank you so much. On Facebook? Thank you, James. Will do. I have a slideshow too, I'll send you. Oh, really appreciate that. That would be super cool. Thanks. Bye. Did I lose my time? What happened there?